The time is 2:25 a.m. I'm lying on a sofa in Prague airport using my luggage as a pillow because I can't afford the $50 hotel room in the airport. I'm feeling pretty low. I have no revenue streams coming in. I have 400 USD in my bank account and I'm feeling like a bit of a failure, to be honest. 104 days later, this photo was taken. I'm in a villa in Bali. I have generated 109k revenue with my online business, and I'm working with 26 amazing consultants, coaches, agency owners, and course sellers in order to build their online business using content and using amazing frameworks on sales and offer building. That is literally it. 104 days from this guy on the sofa, on a grim sofa, feeling lost, to sitting in this, if I don't say so myself, a lovely villa in Bali, having made more money with my business than I could have ever imagined. And the reason I say all this is because in this YouTube video, I'm going to go through for you exactly how you can copy this exact business model. I'm going to go through my whole business model from how I constructed my offer to then how I get the attention to that offer to then how I convert attention to paid clients and then how I get amazing results for my clients. And right now you are probably a course seller, a consultant, a coach, or an agency owner. And I want to make this video because I wish when I was lying on this sofa, I had this video for me to show me the literal blueprint that I needed to follow in order to scale my business to numbers like this, to be able to work where I want, on what I want, with who I want, where I want. And that is exactly what I'm going to give you in this video. So please get a notepad and pen because this video is going to be all you need to construct that whole business. And the first thing is, I started with first principles of all I need to think about right now is someone is in a current state that they do not like, and I need to construct an offer which gets them to their dream state. That's all I think about, and that's all you need to think about. What does your current state person look like, your ICP, your ideal customer profile? What do they look like? Where do they want to be? And how can you construct the single best offer that is going to help them get there? What I said is I constructed this sentence, which is I take coaches, consultants, and agency owners from 9-to-5ers to full-time business owners making 10k a month plus using the trust building ecosystem. This is my ICP. This is the transformation I want them to go through. And this is the mechanism I am going to use to get them to that dream state. So you need to construct that sentence to be very clear because that is going to help you target specific people and to tell them exactly what you're going to do. And then what we want to do is we want to attract attention, because without anyone knowing that you have this offer, or without basically getting people who are in the current state, you are never going to be able to make any money. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you 3 ways that I get attention. The first way is through network. And I know right now you're thinking, oh, well, I've already exhausted my network. I've already asked so many people. No, you haven't. I 100%, I say this to all of my clients that I work with right now, you have $10,000 ready and sat in your network right now, because the thing is, you know one person, and when you know one person, you actually know one person, you know 4 other people that they know, and they know 4 other people, and we can keep going and keep going. The beautiful thing about this is you need to ask people in your network, do they know anyone who might be able to benefit from the offer that you have? And what you then do is you tap into their network and tap into those people's network, and network, and you'll be surprised the amount of people that you know in your network, or people in your network that they know, who will be able to benefit from your offer. So the first way that I generated attention, and the way that you should go from this video and generate more attention, is to tap into your network, because we have already got trust built with those people. So that is the first way that I generated attention, and I made my first 30k straight through my network. Then I use paid ads. Again, I've not touched paid ads yet, but that is TBC. I'm literally about to launch them at the making of this video. So to be clear, you can use paid ads to generate attention, and I can talk to you about that. But at the same time, I also generated the first 109k of my business without touching paid ads at all. So right now we're going to focus on network, and we're going to focus on the second thing, which is social media. And I want to be clear on social media, which is social media is just a mechanism that we use to get people to trust us. So that is why I love network, because network is people who already trust us. So what we're doing with social media is basically just bringing people into our network. And I use 3 ways to actually get people into my network to basically get attention from people. That is with my YouTube, where I have 10,000 subscribers, my TikTok, where I only have 1.3k followers, and my Instagram, where I have 8k followers. And they are just the three ways that I generate attention. And people often say sack TikTok off. I agree, TikTok is an awful conversion mechanism, but I regularly get messages where people tell me that they first saw me on TikTok. And that is why you should be cross-posting all of your shorts from TikTok to Instagram and basically posting them on both platforms. But a lot of people also see my YouTube and come into my network through that. So they're the three ways that you're basically going to find and get attention from your ideal customer profile. So once we've got the attention, the human being knows who we are, they know who we have an offer. And then next, what I do with that attention is I convert them into people who want to work with me. And that is basically by first creating amazing content. If I don't say so myself, I know how to make videos that get an extreme amount of views, but also get views from my ideal client that want to buy from me. And I can show them here. Like, I regularly hit 200k, I've hit a 400k. Like, I'm making YouTube videos that are getting good amount of views, but I also know how to make educational videos that are very engaging and get great amount of views. And if you're watching this right now, it is good to get these sort of videos because they bring people into your ecosystem because you're making good content for people who have never seen you before. But at the same time, it's very important to make educational videos like this one right now that allow people to know that you have value to provide. And I also know how to get good amount of views on those videos as well. But this all plays in a role in my trust building ecosystem because, ladies and gentlemen, right now, trust is dead in 2025. People do not trust people online because there's core sellers, there's scammers, everything like that. And I completely understand that. That is why I focus on building as much trust as possible. So once I have got the attention with someone, all I care about right now is creating trust. And this is my trust building ecosystem. Let me walk you through exactly how it works. This is exactly what we implement into my clients' businesses and why people generate so much money so quickly with me, because of the fact that I help them generate trust with their followers. And that is basically, it starts with Instagram and it starts with TikTok. People see me first on Instagram and TikTok, and this is here. This is the Instagram and the TikTok page. And then what happens is all I think about is I want to get any of my short form followers to be watching me on YouTube. So hello, thank you very much for joining me on YouTube. And I want to get people watching my YouTube because you need people to spend a lot of time with you to actually be in a position where they're going to want to buy from you. So all I think about right now is I have my YouTube in my bio of my TikTok, and I use my Instagram stories, as you can see here, to basically promote my YouTube videos. And they give them a link, and this link, or the link in the bio, sends them straight over to my YouTube channel. And on my YouTube channel, I'm posting 2 or 3 times a week, and I post seriously educational content. I talk about basically steps to make money, steps like this, how you can build your coaching freelance agency or course selling business. And all of that is in order to build as much trust as possible with these long form videos. And then I also have my testimonials, which I take people from these videos. So I talk about testimonials. You can take that in the Free Thinkers Club testimonial page. And I have my testimonials of the unbelievable results that I get from people, so they build more and more trust, because not only do they know that I can do it for myself, but I can also do it for other people as well, and I get great results in my clients. So then they get a lot of trust built from that. And then what I do is I have my link in my description of my YouTube videos, which either gives them the option to work with me straight away, so they can book in a call. By the way, my link is in the description if you want to work with me, or you can go back and just look at my Instagram, and you can go and follow me back on Instagram or interact me again on Instagram. And the reason that I do this is because when you send someone to your YouTube, they then get cookied on your YouTube, so they then watch more videos. If this is not the first video of mine that you've watched, then you have been cookied by me in the nicest way possible, because you've shown an interest in my videos and I've showed that I can solve your problems, which is amazing. And basically you're then cookied, you watch more YouTube videos, but you get sent back to my Instagram, where I get to send you more content, which is more short form content, which is more short, snappy educational content. And then what happens is you go round and round and round. And that's what you need to construct for your offer, which is getting people going round and round. So they watch your YouTube videos, they see a few of your testimonials, they go back to your Instagram, they then get value from there. Maybe they watch you on TikTok as well, and then they watch another YouTube video, and they're just going round and round like this. It's absolutely beautiful. And by the way, this is what my Calendly link looks like. You just go in, Free Thinkers Strategy Call, book in a call. book on a call if you're interested. And and basically that's how it works. Okay, so that's the kind of the surface level of the ecosystem. The other step that I have is while people have come back from this YouTube video and they go here and they go in to my Instagram, I put up stories, and stories are the number one way that I convert attention. Is because what I do is I use engagement stories to be able to extract people that I can see in my audience who are interested in the problems that I can help them with. So I use this as like a question, which is, what is your biggest issue with your freelance or coaching offer? And we then ask them to interact on these, and if someone interacts, then it shows that they have a problem that I can help with. And I use my DM setting to then allow people to book a demo call in to see if it's a good fit to work with me to help solve the problem they've indicated that they have through this Instagram story. Again, this call is not used as a sales call, it's just used to see if it's actually a good fit for me to actually work with people, and that like helps people basically convert more of their trust, because they get a 15-minute call with me and my team to actually understand whether they'll be a good fit. So then I take them from this call and I take them all the way into the strategy call after, if I deem on this call that it is a good fit to work with them. So round and round in this ecosystem, they can either book in straight with me, or they go back to my short form where they can build up more trust, through more YouTube videos, and so on and so on. And then they always end up in a Three Thinkers strategy call. Again, this system works very well and it has generated the 109k revenue. So definitely sticking with this system for now. And then what happens is on this call, they then decide if it's a good fit to work with me. And most people come to this call and they're ready to go because I've built so much trust with them up to this point. Okay, so all of this trust building ecosystem, this is the number one thing I install in my client's business because it works so well in terms of converting people because of the trust epidemic. But what I want to talk about in this video as well is how I actually get results, because right now you might be sitting there and thinking, well, results are good, but I don't get clients. And the reason you don't get clients is because you don't get good results. And I have so many amazing testimonials from people. So many amazing testimonials. We literally got Andrew out of debt to making 6k a month. We got Sean to basically nail content. We signed Luke, 2 high ticket clients. I could literally go through them all, like some very cool ones. 1k made very quickly. I mean, this is crazy, man. You've changed You've changed my life. Like Jamie said that the other day. That's amazing. Kira made 1k. Ben, like one of my most recent clients, has made 15k within 3.5 weeks of working with me. I get amazing testimonials. And that is why the business works for itself, because you see the testimonials that I make, and then what happens is people are like, oh, well, he can do what he says. Not only is I built so much trust with him, but I now trust that he can do it with me as well. And Ben, I'll go into a bit more of what we actually did with Ben, because Ben, we made 13.9k in 20 days. It's now at 15k within 3.5 weeks. So 27 days, something like that. And all off a small following, just really amazingly targeted YouTube and Instagram videos. And I want to show you exactly what we actually did with Ben. So what we actually did with Ben is we installed this, and I'm going to show you the delivery sheet that we use, because this is what we did with Ben. So Ben onboarded with me for a 6-month transformational period, and I'll go through exactly what we did. So in the first 24 hours, he got access to a private messaging channel. He got access to the community. We did a roadmap session with him. We literally sat down with him in a one-on-one session and put him and his steps forward in the right direction. We gave him loads of content. We gave him templates for scripts, for content, for scaling resources and hiring templates. Then we did what I call is the 7-step free thinker roadmap. And basically what we did, and I'm not going to go through this all, but we basically refined his whole offer. We gave him all the foundations he needed to scale to that 30k a month. We then developed his pricing. We crafted his message. And after all this, he had this no-brainer offer, which was ready to go to the market. That literally was built within 3 days of him onboarding with me. And then we built his funnel. We made a system that allowed him to basically create short form content, long form YouTube videos, but also then go and join a community as well. So that was great. We built him that whole funnel. We gave him the step-by-step guide and automated systems and software to be able to do that. We then built him his content machine. He's now putting out 2 YouTubes a week. He's putting out 3 or 4 short form videos a week. And that has been the key to how he's signed those clients, because they've come off those videos. And then we've taught him how to do outbound lead generation as well. So he's actually getting out to the market and speaking to people and getting bring them into his ecosystem, and we've helped him with closing. He already knows how to close because he's a sales trainer, but we've helped him with closing for his own offer and how to feel confident in actually selling his offer at a high ticket price. We then allow him to make service delivery. He's already helped his own clients make 5K a month, which is great. We've trained him on how to make sure you get unbelievable results, and we've given him the scaling infrastructure, which is going to allow him to get from 15K to 30K to 50K to 100K a month as well. What he got is he got full access to me, full accountability and check-ins. This allows him to have access to me in a private messaging channel, 24/7 access. He gets access to 3.5 hours of Free Thinkers community calls and a library full of resources. And that is why we were able to scale him to that 15K in the 3.5 weeks. And it is amazing the progress he has made. And I want to say is Ben was on a closing call with me and he had to take that step. And if you're watching this right now and you want me to install this whole offer into your business, then I can. If not, it's just been great value and I'm happy you watched it. But if you do want me to install it into your business, then just click a link in the description. You know what I'm trying to say here. But if it could be useful, then why don't we have a chat and see if we can work together. Thanks for your time.